we can ask questions and see what people are doing. So, so we got home about 5 o'clock our time yesterday.
Oh,
And so I have not, there were enough things to do today from getting home that I have not uploaded all of my kits yet from yesterday. So, do you guys have questions or what would you like to talk about today that I can help you with that maybe relates to Pixie 500? Did you guys all get the Excel spreadsheet?
yes, I love it. I love it. I've been using it even with my productivity challenge. And I tried to show Judy and Denise, and Judy's like, well, what's the benefit of it? I'm like, because it makes everything consistent.
Right,
I love it.
right. And I don't have Excel. I have Google Sheets. So I need to figure out how to convert the Excel spreadsheet to the Google Sheets plan. So, or I could just go ahead and buy Microsoft and get the Excel and that kind of thing. But
Would you be able to just copy all of the cells that have the formulas in them and just paste it into a Google Sheet?
well, I'm wondering. I saw somebody on one of the posts on Facebook who said that they had moved it from Excel to Sheets.
Mm-hmm.
And so I told her that I may have to come back to her for some help on how to do that. Um, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I've gotten out of using Sheets and Excel since I'm not teaching anymore in the
Mm-hmm.
public schools. So I've forgotten how to do half of that stuff because I don't need to. But anyway, I have to play with that. But yes, it looks like it would be a really easy way. I hate, I really don't like notating everything, for
Yeah.
the crediting for everything.
Yeah.
But I need to do that more.
And this
Um,
does make it a lot easier.
yeah. So I'm glad you're using it. That's great. That's great. So Sandy, did you see that on the first webinar that they did last week?
I saw
That
that webinar. Yeah.
they talked about that Excel spreadsheet that um, I can't think of her name now, but
Tamika?
all right,
No.
Albrecht, all something, UL something.
I
Anyway,
must have seen it, but I certainly don't remember. And I don't think I downloaded it. I have not done anything. My whole goal was to get, I had, it was entertaining last night. I had to get the room that I was doing it in ready. I had to go through, I print papers and never file. So I had to go through and find tax stuff. I have not started my taxes. I'm in a panic over that.
oh
And I'm
dear,
going on vacation at the end of this week.
oh
So
dear.
I've done nothing other than go to Beth's on Friday night. Oh, and to Hopkins. Um, because I'm trying to work on my Christmas pages.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, I think that once I get it set up, I think it'll be really nice because yeah, I think it'll work out really well, like you've been saying, Joy. Um, are there anything else that did you guys get your icon, your little badge for
Yeah.
week 2? Good job.
Yeah.
I
So
haven't even gone in to look to see if my profile, if they accepted it.
it's fine. It's
Oh,
fine.
it is?
I did look for
Great.
you.
Thank
So
you.
so we don't have to pull that back and
All right.
do it again. So good. Good.
Joy, did you download stuff from this week? Is there new?
I just downloaded it. I haven't categorized it yet, but I just did that shortly before our meeting tonight.
Yeah. So there are 4 kits for this week from Sunday. And I have them downloaded. I just don't have them in Artisan yet. So there were other things that I had to do today. So, like send out the reminder note to you guys with
Thank you.
with last week's recording on it. I'll try to be better this week.
I tried to click on it and I got access denied.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
But I only did that just a few minutes ago.
Same.
You got access denied?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, and has that happened before?
No.
This is
No,
the
I don't
first
think
one?
so. Yes.
Okay. All right, I'll have to look at it and see what maybe I did something wrong. All right, so I need to resend link for last week.
What do we need to do for this week? For one of
This
you all
week
that have read
is
the stuff.
for the 500.
Yes, ma'am.
You just need to download your kits, categorize your kits, tag your kits. I haven't really looked to see what the icon asks you to or the badge asks you to do, but it may ask you if you registered for any of the design World of Designer things, which there is one tonight at 8 my time, I think, or maybe I think it's 8 my time. And then let's see what else. They may, I don't know if they'll ask you if you said you got this last week's badge, right? Or this week's badge, Joy?
No, I got last week's, but this week's
Last week's.
badge, there is like everything you described. I'm just looking at the mandatory activities. It's
Yep.
just what you described, and then signing up for the webinars is optional.
Is
So it
optional. Yep.
really
And
isn't that much.
making sure that your profile picture
Yep.
is uploaded is mandatory. Checking the news is mandatory, which is, kind of it's pretty easy to do.
Well, but it isn't, because I've done the weekend without doing any of the pre-crop stuff.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you don't have to do it. You don't have to go for the badges. But
But
No,
if you don't do some of the stuff, you are lost when they're
No,
because they
not
move
really.
so quick.
Not really.
You don't think so? Okay,
Uh-uh.
maybe it was just my newness
Well,
that
I
made
think
me feel that way.
that it is very helpful to do the pre-crop things, just to kind of get you in that mode of doing it and paying attention to it. And if you don't want to do any of the pre-crop things, then you don't have to. You just don't earn the badge for it.
Right.
But if you're motivated by badges like I am, then you do. I'm not necessarily motivated by money or some other things, but badges.
You want your badge, huh?
No, if I get a badge, I want it in my hand. I don't want a virtual badge.
Yeah. Well, I'm the one who will do a blackout bingo to get that. So, so anyway, but so I think it's just good to keep getting into the habit of working in your account, working in Artisan every day, reading the tips with the productivity challenge, reading the tips and trying to make a page out of the tip. Sometimes it's not possible to make a page out of the tip, but most of them you can. And then you could certainly, when you're doing one of the tips, you could certainly do something that fits something that's going on in the 500. The other thing to think about is starting to maybe make an album in your Forever account or in your Forever account that says Pixie 500 photos. So, and moving them into that new album so that you're not scrolling through all your pictures and going,
Good idea.
what pictures can I do for this module that they do? Or because I think now they've done this in the past, they've sent out a spreadsheet that'll say module number one. They're gonna work on whatever it is, and you need 3 photos. Module number two, they're gonna do whatever they're gonna do, and you're gonna need 15 photos. So it's nice to kind of have a variety of photos already tagged in a way or moved into a little album so that you're not scrolling around looking for the photos that you might want to use. So that's
Okay.
another thing to think about, Sandy.
So I just clicked on goodie, the goodie bag 2, and I had clicked on what the code is, and when I put it in, they said I couldn't use it with another, because the real code is spring clean.
You have to take out,
Oh, I have to take out my club 5.
yep, your club
Okay,
5. Yeah.
no wonder.
Yeah.
That was the
Okay.
only answer I knew, Sandy. I was so glad you said something I knew.
I should have let you answer.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait a second.
yeah.
No.
Well, I'm sitting here thinking, I know.
Oh,
Good, good.
no, I have it in here twice. Okay.
So,
Okay, enter coupon code, paste. Okay,
so then, so
apply.
then we're in week 3 already. So yeah, being able to, and the nice thing about all the webinars is that you can listen to the recording if you weren't able to go live. So what else? What else is going on for you guys?
Well, okay, I have a silly question, and any of the 3 of you can probably answer this. But when I have Artisan open, how do I get a project closed? Let's say I'm not wanting to work on it right now. I don't need 27 things open.
Right. Well,
How do I close it?
Artisan will only let you put 5 projects up across the bar. So
Okay.
so you can only have 5 things open. So that helps that.
Okay.
But just click on that, click out of the page and then where it has the tab at the top of your work area, just click on that X and
Well, okay, how do I delete something forever? Is there a way to delete something forever?
You have to go into your Explorer where the projects are residing outside. It's stored on your computer or on a hard drive. All of your projects are in that location, that address, which is either on your computer, like on the C drive, or
Right.
on an external. So you have to go
yeah,
into that location, and then you can select
then
the
you can,
name. Let's say it's 2026 productivity, and that's your project. You can
Yes.
delete that whole folder with all the subfolders in it, and it'll get rid of it.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Do you need me to show you that?
Now I think I understand what you're saying, and as I'm saying that, I started a book, but because it's It's an 8x8 that's going to go into a little spiral bound book that's probably going to have to be printed elsewhere. I did it page by page.
Okay.
Okay, but now, now I've got all these pages and I need to put them all in one space.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm
and you're
trying to
doing
look more organized.
it in Artisan, right?
Yep.
Okay, so here's one thing you could do. You could open up a new project
Okay.
and you could open up all of your 8x8 or part of them anyway, your pages that you've already completed, group all of the elements together and save it. And then what I do is I copy that page, I hit copy, and then I go to the new 8x8 project that I want it to go into, because now you're making a book,
Right.
and your book can be 199 pages. So take that 8x8 page, copy it, and paste it in your new project. And
But
then
we don't have an 8x8 page. I mean, we don't have an 8x8 book.
Yes, we
Creative
do.
Memories has an 8x8 that
Yeah,
you
but,
could.
We have
but
one.
Forever has one?
I'm pretty sure we do.
I thought so too.
I made a 10x10 recently,
No, really,
but
I
not
need this to be
through
6
Artisan
by
6.
6.
It's not an Artisan 6 though.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can.
But isn't it true that a 12 by 12 can be put into a 10 by 10 or
Yeah,
an 8 by 8?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it can be
put
shrunk
into a
down.
6 by 6?
No, we don't
it
have
won't,
six
not a
by
6 by 6.
sixes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have 12 by 12s, 10 by 10s, and 8 by 8s.
Well, at this moment, it's not really a something I have to do something about. It's just kind of
Yep.
cluttering up stuff.
Yep. So, but I can show you what I'm talking about if you want me to.
Oh yeah, they do have an 8x8.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
As
I
soon
would
as
imagine that these other two might have something more pertinent to our Pixie 500.
Well, I mean, if people are feeling pretty good about because we've done the same thing the last 3 weeks. This is the third week of downloading a kit and categorizing it and tagging it. So that's the third week that we've done that. Hopefully people are getting a little bit more comfortable with that. So if you want to talk about something else, we can, and I'm happy to help out if you need me to.
Okay,
So,
now didn't you start out though by going through you were working across the ribbon, in A6 talking about and I don't think you completely got through the ribbon, did you?
we haven't. We haven't.
So yeah, I mean,
So,
if we have nothing more for the Pixie 500, I would say go back to that.
well, I will go back to that on our first and second Mondays.
Oh, isn't today? Oh, this isn't. I get you. This isn't a first or second Monday.
No, this is an extra help session because we have these other things going on and such. So, like I said, if you have other questions, I'm happy to.
I gotta mute you guys for a minute. I'll be back.
Okay.
I have a question.
Then I'm gonna sign off. I won't be on next week because I'll be in. Oh no, next week isn't the first Monday, anyways.
That's our meeting night for Beth is next Monday.
Next Monday. Oh shoot, next Monday I'll be on vacation in Bentonville, Arkansas.
Well, there you go. Good. So.
not be on that. I'm going to take my computer, so we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. Well,
Well,
thanks, Lindy, and
all right.
have a good week, everyone.
Yep. You
All
too.
right.
Thank you. All right.
Bye
Bye
bye.
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 So,
What is
all
Beth's
right.
meeting on Monday?
What's that?
What is Beth's meeting on Monday?
Beth Gibson Lilia is our upline. And so
Oh,
we have our team meeting on the last Monday of the month. So
gotcha.
I'm not going to do this next Monday,
That's
even though
fine.
it would be a really good one to do
Mhm.
because I think they're going to start handing out the blueprints next Monday.
Oh, right,
Um,
right.
but,
Mhm.
and I can give you a couple of hints on what I would do for
Okay.
setting up the blueprints on Monday. So you
I would love
remember,
that.
pardon?
I would love that.
Okay. So you remember back when we first started this a couple of months ago, I had you guys take your March or your February blueprints or your March blueprints and we separated them out into 12 by 12s and 11s
Yep.
and the seamless lay flats.
Hmm.
So I typically will start a new folder that says Pixie 500,
Hmm.
and then I will nest under that 12 by 12s, 11, and seamless lay flats and covers.
Right.
So
Okay.
you'll have at the top the Pixie 500, and then underneath it.
The
I
same.
put it in my blueprint. I put it in my blueprint, my big blueprint folder album or folders that I have set up. And then it'll just nest it according to the P. And then under that, I'll have those four separate sections, other folders. And then I just click and drag everything in to its rightful place. And then I'm not searching through all of my
Right.
normal. But then when we're done with Pixie 500, then I just take the 12 by 12
And move them into
blueprints
new
and
ones.
drag and click and drag them up to the 12 by 12s and the 11s to the 11s and that
Oh,
kind of
perfect.
thing.
I was
So
wondering, I did that for like the Weeby Croppin' or the Over the Rainbow one. And then
Yep.
I was like, should I have left them in that subfolder? But I put them all together. So I'm glad you did that too.
yeah, yeah, I do that too because um, then they're all together. Now the other thing that I separate out and I keep separated are the exclusive blueprints. So when you get because I don't want to buy it again.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I think now they're better about letting you know that you've already purchased it. But
Hmm.
back, a couple of years ago, you didn't have that. And so I was constantly buying the same dang blueprint
Gotcha.
because I like it. If I liked it once, I like it again, right?
Right. Hmm.
So anyway, that's one of the reasons why I keep them separate. And then that way I can also count them and say, oh gosh, I've got 25 exclusive blueprints, but there's 25 more that I want. And I can quickly go through their catalog and find ones that I haven't purchased yet.
Gotcha.
So that's why I do that. So um,
Perfect.
and maybe that's kind of, maybe I don't really need to do that. Maybe I need to click and drag them and just add them to the 12 by 12s or whatever that I have so that all of my blueprints are together so that but also I want to keep the exclusive ones separate so that I can find it
Yep. That makes
when I go
sense.
when I go to buy it again.
Hmm.
So,
Right. Right. Oh.
but if you watch or read anything that Kathleen Eichler does, Kathleen Eichler,
Okay.
she has a lot of good ideas on how to organize for a crop and how she organizes her computer things too. So um,
Okay. Kathleen
she
Eichler.
keeps a lot of things. So but that's going to be the big thing next week, I think, is we'll start getting some of the blueprints. So
Awesome.
yeah. So
Good.
anyway,
Nice.
anything else I
I
can
have a
maybe help you with?
question that
Yep.
is totally separate, but
Okay.
it's can you describe a grunge? Is a grunge a mask or does a grunge do something different? I hear grunges and overlays and masks, and I'm like, you're so confused.
And papers.
And
So
papers.
so I think that grunge is more, you know how you have denim slacks or denim jeans and they get washed out, or if you accidentally put bleach on it, um,
Mm-hmm.
with, somehow or another, and they kind of get washed out, or they have varying levels of opacity, maybe that
Yep.
kind of thing. So you just have different levels of color in it that makes it look faded, maybe. I
So
kind of think that that's where the grunge piece
so do you put
comes
a
in.
grunge over a paper? Or you could, I guess, an embellishment or anything, or is that what its
You
purpose is?
well, you can take a piece of paper and you can use a grungy overlay or a grungy mask to
Okay.
cut down your paper a little bit if you want to. Um, you can. Hmm, I don't think I see kits that have grungy embellishments really.
Okay.
Um, but it's more the paper and then the ability to put something on top of the paper or a regular solid piece of paper to kind of give it that different opacity piece. So
Okay.
that, I think that's kind of the way I think about it, but I could
Okay.
be completely wrong too. So
Hmm. Do you use them a lot?
not as much as I maybe should, just for
Okay.
practice. So I do all of the blueprints, all of the um, bright ideas, and all the videos and all the tips. And if they suggest to use it, then I do. But it's not. I'm just not that adventurous, maybe as
Okay.
some other people are, as far as mixing and matching things like that.
Okay.
My pages are pretty straightforward, and um, I do things with shadows and um, uh, with the glow, that
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. Or I will take my paper and I will do the filter for the texture of
Yeah,
the.
I just started doing that. That's cool.
Yep.
I like that.
And so I've and so I there are times when I go, oh gosh, that might be kind of cool to use draw edges with that
Mm-hmm.
landscape or something like that. So I've been doing it long enough that I know those things are there, but if it doesn't hit my brain quickly while I'm starting a page, then um,
Yeah.
somebody needs to come along and hit me over the head with something. So my things are pretty plain for the most part. Uh,
Okay.
I wish they were, I mean, and they look nice, but they're still kind of, they're not, I don't have a lot of embellishments on my pages. I don't have a lot of other things on my pages.
Okay.
Um, so the bright ideas or the challenges that they come up with during the crops where they say you have to use whoever's kits, but you have to use 25 things on your page.
Mm.
So you have your picture, you have your words, you have a couple of masks in a couple of different places, you have um, my granddaughter.
Mhm.
You have a embellishments, and then you do a filter, and then you do, that kind of thing, so that you can get your 25 things on there.
Right.
Those things really stretch me to try to get 25
Mhm.
things on there. So, but it's kind of fun to do that too. So I know there are people out there who say, I always have 10 to 15 things on my page,
Yeah.
whatever it happens to be. I never do a page that has less than
Wow.
that.
Okay.
So,
Hmm.
so I mean, that's something to think about as you're
Mhm.
looking at it. But like Sandy said, we haven't gone through the
Ribbon.
whole set of ribbons yet
Hmm.
either. Um, and I guess that's one of the nice things about being a Pixels to Pages member is they will introduce you to various things
Yep.
as we go along with the different ribbons.
It's a lot to
So
take in. And it's so cool when you get something and it's like, well, how did I do that?
yes,
Because I'm like,
yes,
what, how did I do that? So it's always nice that there's the refreshers.
yep,
Yeah.
yep. The refreshers, and because I find it hard to use their website to find that blueprint or that bright idea or that video that talked about how we did it. And then
Yes.
if you don't use it more than once or twice, you've forgotten it by the end of the weekend how to do that.
Mhm. So
So
true.
anyway, I have a
Hmm.
hard time with their website trying to find the key word
Yep.
to get where I want to go. So, and I know a lot of you guys have that problem too.
Yep.
So
True.
did that help at all?
It did. It did. So thank you.
You're
Another
welcome.
question I have is about alpha sets.
Okay.
I mean, I was doing shapes and then I was just being because now I can see how to glow a text box or glow the words in this. So when do you use or when do you find that it's most useful to use a shape with a like a text versus the alpha sets that they provide? I mean, I have so many different fonts because
Yeah.
I just get so crazy. I'll go onto the font site and I'm like, oh, I gotta stop. I gotta stop.
Yeah. Yes.
I got a
Yes.
ton of different fonts, and I'm like, which one looks best? And then I can't decide. And
Right.
so, do I use the text box? Do I use the shape? Do I use an alpha set? What is your algorithm for deciding which way to go?
Yeah, well, I don't have one. But anyway,
Okay.
if I want my title to be kind of, let's see if I have anything here. Oh, now my other granddaughter's calling.
You're so popular.
Hey, I will call you back in a few minutes. Okay, bye.
It's nice to be
Like
loved.
like me calling my mom 100 times in three
Yep.
hours, So if one granddaughter doesn't get me, then the other one calls.
Aw,
um,
it's nice.
um, so alpha sets.
Mhm.
If I have started liking sea trout scraps alpha sets because right now she's been doing the title trios. So she'll give you kind of a chunky
Okay.
alpha set, and then she might give you a script alpha set, and then she'll give you something else. And so you kind of assume, maybe improperly, but you assume that those three alpha sets kind of go together.
Okay.
So that you can use the chunky one for the one word, and then the script one um, as maybe your subtitle, that kind of thing. So I've tried to use some of that
Do you have
on
any
my
that you
pages.
are your favorites? Can you share which ones you like the best?
The alpha sets,
The sea trout
um,
ones that
I don't have specific ones that I use more often than others. It depends. It kind of depends on if I'm doing a zoo page, then maybe I'll look for an alpha set that has animal colorings to it.
okay.
But if I'm using just regular fonts, I might go and I would do a fat font, a chunky font, and
Mm-hmm.
then I'd find a script font to go with it. So I like um, for my text boxes, I usually will go with now that you asked me, I can't think of what they are.
Of
Um,
course.
let me see if I can. Oh, that one I didn't do it.
Lindsay,
Um,
when you said you went like to go with script in there, I'm thinking to myself, is the next generation even going to be able to read that curly writing?
right, right,
I love
Yes.
right,
it.
Mm-hmm.
right.
I think
So,
it's beautiful.
so I do. Oh, for crying out loud, Victoria! I'll call you back in a few minutes. Okay, bye. Oh my goodness, my grandkids. So I use Advent Pro
At
for just a regular script font in my text boxes. I use Arial in
mm,
a lot of times, but if I'm looking for a fat one, I might use LC Black or Headline One. When I'm looking for I'll use for a script one, I use Alex Brush a lot.
okay.
Um, for one that's kind of scripty, but not exactly, I might use one called Annie. It's more printed, but it's more not, I mean, it's not quite script, but it's not fat, and
Are these all built-in scripts, Lindsay?
Are
I
they from
think so.
DeFont?
Either that or they come off of Defont. Yeah.
Okay.
Ballerina script I've used. Balquis, Balqis, I've used a lot. Um, so I just kind of look through my list of
Fonts.
of of fonts and see what I think looks good. But I do tend to go with Arial frequently,
Mm-hmm.
and what did I say? Arial and LC Black a lot.
Is that ELSY or
LSIE.
IE? Okay.
Yep, yep, yep.
LC Black.
So that's kind of what I do, and
Okay.
even use some of those in with the alpha sets. But the alpha sets, I don't have any that I would use on a lot of pages. I try to find ones that fit what I'm trying to do. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yep.
So,
Yep. Okay.
yeah. So
Thanks.
And so, Lindsay, do you list your font and the details off to the side?
I do.
Good for you.
I do. And that will help. That will work with the spreadsheet that
Yeah.
we got last week too. They have a spot on there so that you can put in your fonts also. So
Yep. I do really like that spreadsheet.
yeah, I like it. I just, like I say, I have to get it downloaded and then play with it a little bit more to really want to credit everything, because I don't put everything up on Facebook that I do, but I do the class on Fridays. Um,
What is your
for
Friday class?
the Friday class is My Past Your Future, where we're
That's how
writing
I
our
got
stories.
involved in all this.
Hmm.
Yep.
And what do you do in that?
I'm the one who does all of the artisan pages.
Yep.
So I'm telling, when we first started it 4 years ago, I I had all the questions
Show her
and
your pages, Lindsay.
Oh,
huh?
I'd love to see them.
Yeah, show her the cooperative album from that. Not
Okay.
that I've added anything to it, but
Well, let me see. I have to pull it up here. So let me
well,
get
Joy,
it.
the reason I haven't added anything is because this is talking about you as a person.
Mhm.
And I want to
And
do that too, because our kids and our grandkids are all going to want to know about us. And I
Yep.
really want to start thinking about, oh,
Yep.
what did I do when I was 5?
Yep.
well, at
Where
So
this
was
moment in time, all of my pages have been grandkids centered, except for the two that I did about the Mexico trip.
hmm
So
yep.
that's why I haven't added anything, but it certainly jogs your memory.
Yep.
And I have little notes down for when I do finally get around to it.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. So as you're curating all your pictures and trying to get them organized, we are asking ourselves those questions that we would have liked to have asked our grandparents or parents
I
before
love
they
it.
passed away if we had thought to ask them. So why were you named? I would love to know why my grandmother's name was Edry Olive.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
I don't know where Edry came from. And so whether it's a form of her uncle's name, Edgar, I don't, that's my assumption, but I don't know.
Mm.
So week one, when we first started these, was what is your full name? Why did your parents give you that name? Were you named after a family member? All of that kind of thing. And
Wow.
then these are some of the pages that I did. And I've been doing this a long time. And so this is one page that I did that uses the globe
Yeah,
Love
piece
that.
that is big,
they love that.
pixels to pages. So
hmm
using the globe, so there's no real information on there. This is where we lived in upstate New York and some of the things that my sister and I did living there. And then I just answer as many of the questions as I want to. There's always more that I could go back. So we did these kinds of questions for the first 3 years.
Wow.
And there's always another question in there that you didn't answer the year before, that
Mhm.
now maybe I have some pictures or I have some thoughts on that part of the question. And so
Nice.
then this is information about my hometown, um,
Oh,
why
wow.
why Rome. So this is a show edges one of the filters. This
Oh,
picture in the background is a
mm-hmm.
picture of the fort that was in my town.
Oh, wow. What a great idea.
And then this is another um, this is what they used to call, oh, this is a blue bright idea, number 28. So, um, and then this is another one that I did,
Mhm.
um, talking to my parents about why they named me what they did. This was another bright idea. This was number 246.
Oh, I
The,
love it.
I do
the
too.
year was, so that gives a little bit of information about what was going on the year that I was born.
I love that.
Um, and another one using some other photos that I found. Um, Another one from the house that we lived in during the autumn time. So, so these are the kinds of things that I do. So when we come up with the questions, I usually sit down and try to do some pages on my own, and
Nice.
um and so then so let's see, this is the one that I did this week, or this past Friday. This is talking about the house that my grandparents owned and what I remember about it. And we talk a lot about using your voice. So do a Zoom with yourself, record yourself, or use your phone and record yourself. And then you can make that into a QR code in Forever, and then
Right.
put that on your page. And then your grandkids will see you talking about that house or whatever it is.
Nice.
So,
Was that one a particular bright idea, or I like the
oh,
layout
this
too.
one, this one is a pre-designed page,
It is.
and I need to go back and figure out which one it is so I can
Yeah,
put
I
it in the
like
credits.
If you
I
if
like
you had done all that, we would know what it is, wouldn't we?
I know. I need to do that more.
yeah, that's
Um,
cool.
but so it's like a newspaper
Yeah,
kind of setup,
like a
or
newsletter. I like it.
Hmm.
setup. So, and then there are some pages like you saw about my hometown that have no real pictures at all. It's just a text box page. And
Okay.
so it's just all journaling. So anyway, that's what I do. So I try to do the pages ahead of time to give you something to think about, and how you might set it up, that kind of thing.
Nice. That's
It's
really
That's what
nice.
we're doing.
aspire to, Lindsay.
What's that? What's that?
It's to aspire to do something that looks that nice.
Well, thank
Absolutely.
you. Yes, but just, it it's your story your way, however you
Right.
want to write
Mhm.
your story. So if you want to come on Friday afternoons at 4:30 Central Time,
Okay.
you're all you have to do is go to Beth's website, which is Getting Organized Now
Getting
at.
organized now.
Or I'll just send you a link, Joy.
Okay, that'd be
Okay,
great.
that's great.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
think, Lindsay, I believe Carol's going to come back this week. She was not well last
Oh,
Friday.
okay,
So,
great. That would be
yeah.
lovely. So yeah, so that's just, and you'll have access with the collaborative album. Beth, this is not the collaborative album. Beth has a collaborative album in her Forever account, and you can upload things to hers if you have something that you want to share with us. And then, but within that collaborative album, you can go back and see what we talked about in week 1 and what we talked about in week 5 and that kind of thing. So you can kind of work backwards as you have time. So
Okay.
you can start any time during the year.
I have
Nice.
all the
So,
questions printed out because that's me. I still have to print everything.
yeah, yeah,
Easier than finding things on the computer for me if I just print
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Nice.
So
So,
one of the things that I do just to let you know too is I write down the questions, but then as I'm thinking about answering them, I answer them within this um,
Ah,
description part here, and then then that way I know what questions I've answered and I can think about the others. So um, that's kind of fun. That's one
wow.
way that I keep it together so that I can cut and paste and that kind of
Mhm.
thing. So anyway, that's what my past your future is all about.
I
And
like
we'd
it.
love to have you come.
Mhm.
And even if you can't come every week, you'll get the recording like this
Okay.
and get the recording and you can catch up. So
Nice. Very
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
That would be fun.
I
yeah.
apologize for missing part of the when y'all were talking, but I had a guy that wanted to talk about possibly purchasing the travel trailer that we have for sale.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, if that would work out, that would be a conversation that was very worthwhile.
Yes,
Well,
yes. Well, good luck on that. What
good
kind of a
luck.
travel trailer do you have?
It's a one bedroom, about 29 foot, pull behind. It's 4 years old, has hardly any miles on it at all.
Yeah,
And yeah, it's just time. We're not using it. We're
yeah,
parking it in the driveway
yeah.
and not using it other than to take it up and have them check it all out to keep the forever warranty on it.
Oh, sure, sure.
It
Yeah.
it is a very, very nice one. You think that you've really done something great when you get to camp in it, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's
Nice.
still a little different than driving and going to a hotel.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
we've got to
anyway,
get we've got to get ours out a little bit more this summer, and I'm thinking, how am I going to do that? So
yeah,
yeah,
that's why ours is for sale because it just takes a fair amount of work.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So all right. Well, if
So
anything else, now next week we won't meet.
okay.
Okay,
Yep.
because and you'll have to talk to Joy about blueprints, how to set up your blueprints for the 500 when they get handed out next week. So Joy already knows my trick for that.
Hey,
And I'll fill you in.
okay, that sounds
You'll
great.
get you'll get the recording too,
Right.
um, but yeah, so I think that um, that was pretty much all we really talked about while she was
Yep.
gone, right?
Pretty much.
Essentially.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
That-
Okay.
so that will help you a little bit. Yeah, I have a team meeting to on next Monday from 6:30 to 7:30.
Okay.
So we
So
Great.
won't meet, but then
I'll
we'll
see
meet.
you on Friday.
Yes, yes. And then
And
we'll
I
meet
bet.
again the
Okay.
first and second Monday. So, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Sounds good.
Um,
Thank you very
all right,
much.
you guys, you have a great rest of your week and we'll see you when we see you and
Thanks
good
for your
luck on
time,
everything.
Lindsay.
Yeah, you're
Yes. Thank you
welcome.
so much.
You're
We
See
appreciate
welcome.
y'all. Bye
it.
bye.
Right. Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye.